Show speaks. 702 Visions. District 1104. And we back with another one, man. Number 6. Y'all know how we do. I hope everybody alright. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It'll get a few things off our chest, man. You know what I'm saying? This my my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been shy. I ain't never been afraid to talk in front of motherfuckers or nothing like that. So I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? So no further ado. All right, let's get it. There is all type of social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? And they've been in existence for I say like what 15 years, like strong 15. Started with MySpace and shit. We had that back in like high school, and and it's just done evolve. Well, one of our popular social media platforms, Twitter, has been taken over by none other than Elon Musk. And he coming in wrecking shit, man. It's a big hoopla, about this and about that. Pretty much about misinformation and about influence, about whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? We all know that the powers that be like to control the narratives. Well, this is a guy who has a narrative for sure. He definitely has a narrative, and as we speak, this is quote unquote the richest man in the world. And he bought Twitter. It's official. It is officially operating under his control as of now. So this is just basically it's just the beginning. We ain't really seen what kind of effect he gonna have. We ain't really seen what kind of new things he's gonna introduce or bad things he's gonna introduce. We haven't seen any significant moderations or modifications to the platform as of yet. But I've been reading a few articles. I found a few. I got them right here. I got them right here. I'm gonna just skim through them. It's a few of them. I'm gonna just read, brief, important facts that I feel might be irrelevant. Now, here's one that I feel is right off the gate. Why I say, when I just introduced it, he coming in wrecking shit. Now, here's why I say that. Elon Musk plans to lay off about 3,700 staffers, half of Twitter's workforce, in an effort to lower costs and reduce his debt from overpaying for the social media platform. Musk, who purchased Twitter for $44 billion. Now, before I go forward, pay attention to that 44. Whenever you see 44, those like angel numbers, they mean something. They are not putting that number right here for no reason. They didn't just sell that for $44 billion for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's that number for a reason. But I'm gonna keep going. Musk, who purchased Twitter for $44 billion, has decided to inform half of the company staff that their last day on the job is Friday. Let me keep reading. The billionaire has already fired a number of top-level staffers, including the chief executive officer, whose job he took over promptly naming himself Chief Twit. Over the weekend, he continued to lay off while directors were asked to make lists of employees to put on the chopping block, the report said. The plans aren't finalized and are still subject to change, sources told the outlet. One option being considered is a 2-month severance pay to employees who get fired. Now, business is business. He bought the platform for $44 billion. They say he's trying to, make his money back or, just cut back on spending. So he fired half the staff, 3,700 roughly. He's already, soon as he jumped in the door, he's already fired a number of top level staffers, as in the chief executive officer. So let's keep reading. A person familiar with the cuts told the outlet that senior personnel on the product teams were ordered to meet a 50% reduction in headcount. So right off the gate, he's reducing his employees to half. So that means he's either gonna, get his own staff in there to, reduce that old regime number, because, he want to do shit his way now. You know what I'm saying? So cutting the staff, that's common when business take over. When a business take over another business, usually this is exactly what happens. They get rid of management. They completely get rid of management, supervisors, managers, ops managers, clerks, any people like that, and they keep the entry level, lower level employees, which is happening right now. Right out the gate, he just come in and he get rid of all the top people, and like I said, that's like common business. Staffers were added or spared from the layoff list based on their contributions to Twitter's code during their time at the social media platform. So, based on your loyalty or how good you worked or how just how good they thought you were, they kept you. They decided to keep you. And Mr. Musk, the world's richest person, added that paid users would have priority in replies and searches and half as many advertisements. Power to the people. Blue for $8 a month. The billionaire said on Twitter, criticizing the old method of blue tick verifications as a lords of peasants system. Criticizing the old method of blue tick verification as a lords and peasants system. Now, platforms, they have verification code. Like, if people go fucking crazy for them, they people really want those blue checks. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter, this makes the platform like, okay, I got a blue check, so motherfucker, you ain't shit. Or I got a blue check, so all you motherfuckers need to get on my level. I'm important. I'm this. I'm that. Well, for you blue checkers, $8 a month. Now that ain't shit. That ain't really shit, of course. But the people who don't got a blue check, they don't gotta pay shit. They still will continue to get free promotion and free free things that the platform provides, as in sharing posts, videos, etc., etc. So now that Elon Musk has stepped in as the owner now, that's the second thing that he changed right off the whim. $8 a month for verification. You will not be getting free. You're important, you're rich, you're this, you're that. So, break me off a chunk, you know what I'm saying, on my platform. So,
Who knows how that will affect the blue checks, you know, from you know, moving forward now. And cause that's gonna change the, you know, the dynamics of shit.
Let me keep reading. Platforms are struggling with verification is one of the ways that journalists, academic researchers, and some users use to filter out disinformation or low quality information. You know, if you're offering up blue checks for rent, it makes it harder to sift through disinformation and find high quality information. Now I get what they're saying. They basically saying the people who got a blue check, you know, the shit they say is important, and if you don't got the blue check, it's not. So they would deem, based on who you are on the platform or based on perception, they would deem you relevant or irrelevant, good information or good information or disinformation. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a method to you know, like, that's just pretty much pushback. You know, I'm pretty sure people don't like the fact that they gotta pay $8 a month when for several years it's been free.
So this is one of those pushbacks. And let me read one more paragraph. Twitter's former method of verifying users for a blue tick included a short online application form and was reserved for those whose identities were targets of impersonation, such as celebrities, politicians, and journalists. So it's like they trying to keep up with who's who in the app. And also Elon Musk is trying to cap off the rich and important people. And hey, it is what it is. He's a capitalist himself, of course. So he's gonna capitalize. You know what I'm saying? So right as of now, I can't see the big picture of Elon Musk and owning Twitter, but I'm sure it's something. He owns Tesla, a big Fortune 500 company. They're doing a whole lot of shit. And, you know, this will tie into the big picture of the new world order, or just the pretty much the reset that's going on right in front of our eyes. It's pretty much a whole global reset. So this is gonna have implications on that.
All right, so on to the next. But it's similar. This next subject is similar. It's pretty much another rich person doing God knows what with the money, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote. So if you haven't heard, Bill Gates, and we're talking about Bill Gates right now. This is a person who we known him from Microsoft, or you know the computer. You know, he pretty much reinnovated the use of the computer. You know, came up with Microsoft, his company. You know, Xbox. I can go on and on. Okay, now we known him. He got rich from what we know from computers. You know, Microsoft. But for somehow, I guess when you get money or you get rich, that makes you a jack of all trades. Some fucking way. This guy has his hands in a lot of things, a lot of questionable things. I'm not gonna go over all those things, but I do have one I'm gonna go over. But I'm just briefly giving, you know, just a little rundown about something similar to, you know, what I'm about to talk about.
And like, he's one of the biggest investors in farmlands. You know, since COVID and since the emergence of health and veganism and people waking up and trying and wanting to eat right, now all of a sudden, you know, he's into farming. And he donates a lot of money to foundations and politicians and companies, and they pretty much do as he would, or they pretty much stick to his agenda. You know, they pretty much buy your support. Politicians are known for it. It's a dirty game, but nonetheless, it's a reality, and that's what goes on, and that's what's going on right now. He's been in Africa for a long time now. His story, his excuse is, you know, he's trying to save Africans, or he's trying to cure this. Quotation marks for a reason, cause well, shit, you know, it's all cap, you know, it's all cap. It's a cover up, pretty much. It's pretty much, if whenever other races go to Africa, it's not for the benefit of the Africans that's on that continent.
It's usually for minerals, rich resources. It's usually for jewelry, gold, fucking computer chips, cell phone chips. It's for fucking electric batteries and shit like that, man. They over there just robbing the country and the continent of his you know, natural resources, pretty much, man. Don't believe the hype. They ain't saving shit. Trust me, if they much rather see you dead, or just enough, you know, people to, you know, spend money and buy their products and their services and shit. But if you haven't heard, like I said, he spends his money on, I don't know, man. It's just unbelievable to me, man. But here's another article, and this article is from Foundation of the National, it's so small, hold on. Foundation for the National Institutes of Health, FNIH. It's a credible foundation, of course. One of the foundations he's funding in. And let's just start and read this article.
At the top, it's named Bill Gates' Colombian mosquito factory breeding 300 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes per week. I don't think that registered to y'all, man. Bill Gates, Colombian mosquito factory. What are we doing here? Why are we building a mosquito factory? And they're breeding 30 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes per week. 30 million bacteria-infected lab-created mosquitoes, man. What the fuck is going on here?
Okay, now let's get into the article. Bill Gates, Colombian mosquito factory is breeding 300 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes per week. The project's objective appears to be to introduce into a native mosquito population by employing lab-bred mosquitoes. So he's basically saying there are parts in Africa that are having trouble with wild mosquitoes. These are natural mosquitoes. Now, Africa's having a problem with natural mosquitoes that's not created in a fucking lab, right? Okay, now, he's saying that the natural mosquitoes are so, you know, so much of a problem to the people there that he's gonna go in the lab, create even more mosquitoes with bacteria infected, and those are supposed to eat those mosquitoes that are natural and quote unquote causing problems in Africa to other people. Let me keep going.
In a plant in Colombia, Bill Gates is currently producing 30 million bacterial infected mosquitoes every week, and he has threatened to scale and deliver the mosquitoes to communities around the world. Now, the problem, like he just said, like I just read earlier, this problem with the natural mosquitoes in Africa is in Africa. It's not nowhere else, as it's being reported and as it's being stated in this article. But nonetheless, he's gonna send these bacteria-infected mosquitoes all over the world in different countries. Let me keep reading. As part of his World Mosquito Program, he has a World Mosquito Program, dog. The Microsoft founder and self-declared World Health Caesar has already invested $185 million in the establishment of the mosquito factory. Wow.
You got time to invest $185 million building a mosquito factory, bro, with bacteria-infected mosquitoes. So where the fuck are they getting this bacteria-infected stuff that they putting in the mosquitoes, man? Like where they get that at? Do they make that? Do they already got that tucked somewhere and they just bring it out like they brought out COVID? Like I don't get it. Like where is it at? Where it come from? Let me keep on reading.
In order to eradicate native mosquito populations thought to be responsible for dengue, I might not be pronouncing that word right, Zika, and other viral illnesses in humans, it is necessary to utilize mosquitoes that are infected with a bacteria. But basically, this dude got a mosquito factory, and he's claiming he's finna save the world by introducing these bacteria-infected mosquitoes. He's producing 30 million a week. Now, who knows what the fuck these bacteria mosquitoes are infected with? And who knows what they are really programmed to do if one of these was to bite you or do whatever a mosquito do.
It really ain't no telling. It really ain't no telling, man. I, for 1 second, don't believe none of that shit. He's creating super mosquitoes because the regular mosquitoes are harming the population and causing illnesses such as Zika and such things. Nah, dog. When you do something to kill those mosquitoes, you don't go in a lab, spend $185 million on a facility somewhere in Colombia and reproduce or mass produce fake unnatural mosquitoes and program them and eject them with bacteria, some shit that can kill you, harm you. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some spooky shit to me. Don't make any sense. He got his hands in too much shit, man, and it's just crazy. The Bill and Melinda Foundation, they fund so many politicians and companies and foundations and charities and just this and that. You know, they got their hands in so much, and it's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of, you know, the like, you know, like it's all a part of, you know, the global reset. You know, it's a war out here. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know, now you know.
All right, moving right along. You know, now it's a few it's a few crises going on. You know, they got a couple of our, you know, black men in the public getting heavily scrutinized. Now, make no mistake about it, these two black men have joined the game. They joined the game. They what they signed up for. They know exactly what they signed up for. And I think the antics that we seeing now from both of these gentlemen, which is Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, you know, they just they want out. You know, they tired of that shit, and you know they just want out. You know, or this could be, you know, part of the agenda. You know what I'm saying? You know, once they put you on that stage, once they make you, you know, they break you. You know, so basically, you know, when they put you on their platform and they make you to be this star, they gotta control you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta control you. And it's not you. I don't give a fuck how good you rap. I don't give a fuck how good you ball. I don't give a fuck how good you can shake that ass. I don't give a fuck how good you can act, how good of an actor you are, director, whatever the fuck. It's not you. It's the machine that's behind you, pumping you, putting you out. And that's why you can't do what you want. You can't say what you want. You can't spend your money how and on what you want. You just can't be normal. You work for them. You work for the Ashkenazi Jews or the Jewish, you know, as both of these gentlemen are fighting, you know, anti-Semitism. You know, they run the media and pretty much sports, entertainment, Hollywood, you know. So when you might be a hell of a rapper, hell of a producer, hell of an actor, but the reason we know you and the reason we like you and the reason millions of people follow you, or the reason you got so many influences on such things, the reason you're this prominent superstar, well-known person is because of the system. Fuck what you think you are or what you're doing. It's because of that system. They putting you in their system. They putting you on their camera, on their platforms. They're making you. They're putting you in front of millions of eyes and ears all over the world. So they are not going to let you do what the fuck you want. Say what the fuck you want. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So they got to control you. You know what I'm saying? They got to control you. You are a problem when you have influence. And when that influence is not directed in the narrative that they choose, then they gotta spank you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta spank you for that. You know, and they put you in timeout, and you know they'll let you out, and you know try to see if you're gonna be a good boy now or not, and you know they just they ain't gonna play no games with you Now, like I said, Kanye and Kyrie, they bucking. They kind of bucking. You know, they letting out truths that they don't supposed to say. And let's not make this about Kanye or Kyrie, especially Kyrie. You know, let's not make this about him. If you don't know, all the other races, you know, they live in fear of genetic survival, of genetic rulership. You know, they live in a great deal of fear. It is fear why they do what they do. You know, they fear genetic annihilation. You know, we are the dominant gene. You know, we are the dominant. So they fear that we can genetically extinct them. Now, they live in fear of the black dollar not going to their families and their communities and their products. You know, they live in fear of losing the black dollar. You know what I'm saying? The black dollar is powerful. You know what I'm saying? So they live in fear of those things. So when Kyrie posts a movie that is waking Negroes up and potentially showing them who they are, where they come from, and you know, all of that nature, then they're afraid people's gonna wake up and say, hey, fuck y'all. Y'all been doing this long enough, and finally just, you know, wake the fuck up because people sleep.
You know, they live in fear of that. They live in fear that, you know, one day we not gonna take this shit no more, and we gonna ride. And we gonna do this. We gonna walk off all the jobs. We gonna not buy their bullshit products. We not gonna listen to their music. We not gonna buy their movies and shit. Like, they live in fear of that. They live off of that. So try not to make it about Kyrie and, you know, Kanye. It's about fear. They don't want us to, you know, they don't want us to wake up. They don't want us to know the truth. They don't, you know, they don't want us to spend money with us and not with them. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, shouts out to them. You know, shouts out to them. They fighting the fight. Don't look like it's gonna end well, especially for Kyrie. You know, they suspended him 5 games. They wanted to do like six things before he even come back and play in the league again for the, you know, for his team. Which those things they want him to do is just straight. Like, you gotta really tuck your nuts to do that. Those things they want him to do, he gotta really, you know, tuck his tail if he do all of those things. And I don't know, you know, I don't know. And keep in mind, he bucked against COVID. So, you know, they really probably don't like this guy. They want to get him out the way before people start bucking like him. You know, before people start thinking like him. Before people start saying shit like him. So that's why it's so important that your Shannon Sharps and your Charles Barkleys and your Shaquille O'Neals, you know, it's important that they get on their platforms, cause they coons, or they, you know, they token niggas, you know, they yes master, yes sir, master, you know, that's them. So, you know, and you know, Charles Barkley, Shaq, these big niggas, big strong, you know, guys, and you motherfuckers wearing makeup and wearing dresses and putting on lipstick and wigs. Fuck out of here. Kyrie a whole real one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? It's important for all the coons and you know, the token niggas, Uncle Toms. It's important that they jump on Kyrie. You know, go get it. Master said go get him. So that's what they doing. Trying to, you know, tell the people that he's crazy and this and that, and you know, it's dismissing him and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a full-blown attack.
And one thing I can say they mad at Kyrie, well, two things. I know they mad at the Mansa Musa hoodie that he wore at the press conference. You know, it's brown. Like, if you knew what you was looking at, you was looking at something great. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all research on that man. And try to go back and look at that hoodie. It's a very, very symbolic hoodie. You know, Kyrie knew exactly what he was doing. And the big reason as to why they probably just so mad at the guy is because he said Yahweh. You know, that's the real name instead of God or Jesus. You know, Yahweh. They don't want you saying real shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he said that. And they probably flipped their shit, man. And they just brought the hammer down on him. Kanye do the same thing. Kanye says a whole lot of truth. He says a whole lot of truth. But he sticks with the God and the Jesus shit and the Sunday service shit. So he's kind of like saying it and trying to, instead of saying God, they don't want you saying God. He's really trying to say they don't want you saying Yah. They don't want you saying Jesus. They don't want you saying Yahweh. You know, that's what he's trying to say. That's what he's trying to do. But you gotta have a certain level of vision. I ain't talking about with these two eyes to know that and see that. You know what I'm saying? When you do see it. And Kyrie, he just flat out said it. He just flat out and said, you know, Yahweh. I think he said Yah. You know, and they're not supposed to say that word. You know, they're supposed to say church and God and Jesus. You know, the motherfuckers that don't really exist. You know, that shit. Yahweh, Yah, that's a person that really exists. And people can really tap into that. They want you tapping into the bullshit. So that's my stance on that. And, you know, who knows how that's gonna end up. But you know, it's just a bad thing. Anytime somebody's killed, it's never a good thing. Anytime it's niggas been getting killed, you know, since the beginning of time, of course. But
here lately, or you know, this generation, last generation, you know, generations before, it's been real common for, you know, black on black crime type shit, or you know, just hyper violence. You know what I'm saying? But it's starting to be common for a well-known rapper to die, or let's just say that's the story. You know, these days, Takeoff, 1/3 of the Migos, has been killed in Houston. And it's been a lot of talk, whole lot of talk. Of course, whenever a celebrity die and they known like this, of course it's gonna shake some shit up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna shake some shit up. So
like, the whole situation is just bizarre to me. It's just real bizarre to me. First off, okay, you got Quavo and Takeoff, and they were in Houston with Jay Prince Jr. and his crew clique, you know, his group of guys, you know, and they checked in. Like, it's a big deal about this checking in shit. Well, it looked like the Migos checked in with the same people that checked them out. That's what it looked like to me. You don't want to jump on shit like this, like right when it happened. You want to just sit back some days and let more information come out, and so you can get a better overall conclusion of what, you know, what's what. And so I did that, and a lot of information coming out day by day, and more will come. But I just feel like right now it's enough out, and I think I got enough to, you know, just say some shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he checked in and he got checked out by the same people he checked in with. That's bizarre. Fact number one. Why Takeoff got hit? They say it's a stray, or it was a, you know, accident type shit. But what I don't understand is Quavo was the one shooting dice. Quavo was the one got into words with some member of the J Prince crew, and Quavo was the one that bumped into somebody, shrugged somebody off, and kind of walked off and said some shit, but somehow Takeoff gets shot.
So Quavo was the one talking and instigating or into the he was more into the situation, but Takeoff, who was in the background, not really seen or saying too much, he gets killed. Very, very bizarre to me. Number 3, the third thing that's bizarre. The month of November. The month of November seems to be National Rapper Death Month. I don't know what to tell you, man. Go back, check the stats, check the dates, check the obituaries, and a lot of them happen in November, especially here lately. You know what I'm saying? Especially here lately, and that's just quite bizarre, man. That's just fucking bizarre, real bizarre. This month of November, goddamn, I don't really believe in coincidences like that, but
nah, I ain't buying it. Ain't no way it's a coincidence, So that's bizarre fact number 3. Bizarre fact number 4 is right before the death, Migos put out the song Messy, which it has a video, official video, and it had just dropped like less than a week within the event. The event happened November 1st, Halloween night. Of course, it was once you go after 12 the next day. So this happened November 1st, officially. And so the video dropped probably like 28th, 27th, 26th, 25th, the 30th. Some shit, somewhere along the lines of those dates. And in that video, it's almost like it was a setup. You see what happened. Like, it was almost like a fucking setup. What happened in reality is what happened in that video type shit. Let me explain. First of all, they were shooting dice in the video. They were shooting dice in the video, man. Shooting dice in the video. That's number 1. You know what I'm saying? And then another scene in the video was it was a contract with Migos, and it was a gun, and it was Quavo, and it was almost like the perception was, okay, Quavo, you gonna choose Migos or you gonna choose this gun?
Now the symbology of it, like I said, about the Kyrie and Kanye situation, you got to look at this shit not with these eyes, with your other eye. And you just got to know shit. And if you don't know, you just don't. And if you do, though, you will see that that could have been a potential premeditated death situation. Of course, Hollywood is spiritual. And it's on the bad side of the spirits. You know what I'm saying? Energy is just all. Everything is just all. You can use it for good or bad. Where in this situation, they're using it for bad. So, it's almost like that video, he was, consciously or purposely premeditating a death
of his partner. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like I said, no coincidences. when they put something in your face, they showing you for a reason, and the devil has to tell you what he's doing to you. They do it in specific ways. It's all symbology and ritualistic. So you just got to know what you're looking at, and I think that was one of, if not the most bizarre fact about the situation. Now, there are a lot of details about Jay Prince Jr. As Takeoff was, dead on the ground, he kind of walked by the body and looked down and just kept walking, And like I said, he checked in with these guys, and you see reports. There's been testimonies, eyewitness testimony saying it was an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident. But nah, how you so sure that? I can't say no. I can't say yes if you were there. But what I can do is see what I have seen and come up with my own fucking conclusion. And it just didn't seem like an accident whatsoever. We all know how this game go, man. We all know how this game go. You know what I'm saying? Everything come with a price, man. Everything come with a price. When they put you on that stage, nigga, when they put you in front of that camera, in front of millions, and you this and you that, they gonna get theirs. You know what I'm saying? Or else. And we see it, and we see it again, and we just, some people don't know what they looking at, some people don't know how to take it, some people don't know what to do about it. They see it, they know it, and it's just, it's all type of things that can sway somebody. It's all type of things that can, make somebody believe in something or not believe in something. But in this case, you just have to believe your instincts and go off the reality of shit. If you in the streets, you know what I'm saying. If you fuck around and you got any type of street smarts, then
There was a report, another report, and I also seen it. The yellow hoodie, the guy in the yellow hoodie, forgot his name, Cam, Lil Cam. All these killers got a Lil in front of their name. That's a coincidence. Lil Cam, in the yellow hoodie, he didn't even react to Quavo. He went straight for Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Quavo was the one instigating in the situation, but he just went straight to Takeoff and used them as a shield when shit popped off. Cause shots went off, and then people shoot back, running, ducking, and they, used them as a shield, let them drop, and they left. The guy in the yellow hoodie went in a door, and then Jay Prince Jr. went in that same door right behind him, or vice versa. Either Jay Prince Jr. went in that door first, and then Lil Cam went right behind him, or vice versa. And that's just all weird to me. Like I say, man, you checked in with the people that checked you out. It's just a sad situation, man. Another thing that's weird to me, we haven't heard nothing from Offset. At least I haven't. As of yet. I don't know if he tweeted or put up a post on Instagram, anything like that. But I think that's very suspicious. And also P from QC. I haven't heard or seen his reactions and, to that, and his, sentiments on what happened and why. That's his artist. So, they were in a dispute. Who knows how and why and what. When it's millions and millions of dollars at stake, that's when the real evil comes out. So it's no telling. It's no fucking telling. Maybe Migos was due for a sacrifice. So boom, we just gonna take the weakest link of the clique.
who knows how this shit went down, but it's just sad, it's tragic, and I'm sure more and more details will come out, and then you just go at it from there, man. So condolences to the guy Takeoff and his family, and we just gonna end it right there. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you watched all the way through, you got a good one. You know who I is. It's your boy Show with Show Speaks. This was number 6, 702 Visions, District 1104, and we out.